Okay, for this video, I'll be going through practical electricity, success criteria F, explain the need for earthing metal cases and for double insulation. So, what is earthing metal cases? So, we are actually talking about those appliances that has metal cases. So, example will be your fridge, right? There's something metallic outside, washing machine, okay, and maybe your TV, right, your television. Now, what are some of the appliances in the house that do not have metal cases? Example will be your hair dryer. Okay, so how do I know whether does the appliances have metal case or not? One very easy way to check is that the appliances will have 3-pin plugs for appliances with metal cases. Those without metal cases, okay, will have 2-pin plug, 2 pins plug. Okay, so for those without metal cases, it will fall under the category of double insulation, which will be discussed later. Okay, so what does earthing metal casing means? Earthing an appliances means connecting an earth wire, okay, which is actually a low resistance wire from the metal case of an appliances, and this earth wire is then connected to the ground. So basically, I have this appliance here, and let's say it is a metal case, right? So we will have live wire, and if this is happens to be a heater, so this is the component, and we have the neutral wire. Okay, so the live wire is actually at 240 volts high potential, neutral is at 0 volts. Okay, so since this is a metal case, there should be earthing. So where does it come from? Okay, so the earthing, it will be here. So this is the earth wire. So the metal case will have an earth connection right down into the ground, all right. So this is what is being explained here. But what does the earth wire do? So in the case whereby there's no earth wire connected to a metal casing, okay, so there is this thing called electrical fault, okay, that happens in the appliances, right? If it happens, then all these safety features will kick in. So let's look at point number 1. Due to mechanical vibration, the live wire can sometimes become loose. Okay, live wire becomes loose and comes into contact with the metal casing. That means right now, if this live wire touches the metal casing, live wire being at high potential, Singapore 240 volts, the metal case will also be at 240 volts. Okay, which is what is mentioned here. The metal casing will be at a high electrical potential. So the washing machine may still work, okay, but when a person comes over and touches the metal casing, a large current will flow through the person into earth. Okay, so the person will get an electric shock. Okay, so you notice from here the earth wire, okay, it may still work. A part of it may just touch the metal casing, or in this case, the entire live wire, sorry, just now did I say earth wire? Should be live wire. The live wire becomes loose. Some part of it may touch the metal casing, but in some other cases, maybe the whole live wire becomes loose, is no longer connected to the motor of the washing machine, and it touches the metal casing. And when this happens, the metal casing will be at a high potential. So if it doesn't touch the motor, the person will be wondering how come the washing machine stops suddenly, right? So the person, upon touching the washing machine to check on the condition, will get this electric shock because he is now forming the connection between a high potential, okay, metal case to the earth. Okay, so when an electrical fault occurs and the live wire touches the metal casing will be at a high electrical potential. Okay, so without the earth wire, the person will get an electric shock when he touches the metal case because he forms a path for the current to flow through him and into earth. because he wouldn't know whether the live wire is it touching the metal case. He wouldn't know if the metal case is at a high potential. So we need to guard against that, and therefore we have this earth wire which is connected to the metal casing. So again, due to an electrical fault, the live wire happens to come into contact with the metal casing, the current will be diverted to the ground. Okay, how does this happen? Because again, the live wire touches the metal casing, right? So the metal casing is at high potential. But now, because there is an earth wire, okay, so this is the earth wire, this is the connection, right? The current will actually flow through the earth wire into earth. Okay, so the person that touches the metal casing of the washing machine will be protected from electric shock because the earthing provides a lower resistance path, right, as compared to the human being. Okay, as compared to the human, right? Yeah, so most of the current will flow through because the earth wire is a very, very low resistance wire. So let's read again. When an electrical fault occurs and the live wire touches the metal casing will still be at a high potential, just like before. But with the earth wire connected, the current will flow through the earth wire instead. Okay, so the person will not get a electric shock because the earth wire is of lower or negligible resistance. Okay, so does that mean that the current will keep on flowing into the earth, resulting in wastage of electricity? No, because remember we have the fuse. Okay, when the current flows into the low resistance wire, instead of the motor, right, it will go through a path of very, very low resistance. If the resistance is very, very low, okay, since V equals to IR, now suddenly it goes into this path of very, very low resistance. It will result in the current becoming very large. And if it exceeds the fuse rating, the circuit breaker or the fuse will then create an open circuit to disconnect the appliances from the dangerous high voltage. Okay, so this is how the earth wire works. Okay, what if we have those appliances that do not have metal case? So example shown here is this fan. Okay, it will be double insulation that will be protecting the human from electric shock. Okay, so for appliances with non-metallic casing, right, safe to touch, a double insulation is used. There is no earth wire and the appliances use a 2-pin plug instead of a 3-pin plug. Okay, so like I said before, how do I know whether it's a metal casing? It should come with a 3-pin plug. How do I know if there's no metal casing, plastic casing? It will be 2-pin plug, double insulation. Okay, the symbol is like this. Right, double insulation. So the component is hidden in the first insulation. The second insulation will cover the first insulation. Okay, so it provides 2 levels of insulation. So first thing is the electric cables are insulated from the internal components. Okay, and the internal components are then insulated from the external casing, and this together will be our double insulation.